Fala pessoal, beleza? Aqui é o Jeff.
E eu sou a Mili e hoje a gente vai reagir ao canal Luiz de Van. É uma van que já viaja há 3 anos sem parar, né?
É isso aí. Bora pro vídeo! Caramba,
Oi?
bem luxuosa.
Welcome back to
motorhome
Lewis
de
the
Pinterest,
Van.
né?
After almost 3 years of living in our low-roof Sprinter van, we are so excited to introduce you to our newest tiny home on wheels, this 4x4 144-inch Sprinter van. We will be living and traveling full-time in this van over the coming
4x4,
months as an
encara qualquer
opportunity to
terreno.
test out many of the new features you'll see highlighted in this tour. But if you are interested in this van or future ones, don't hesitate to reach out through the contact link in the description box below. In that same box, you can find the links to many of the items used in this build. We can't wait to show you around. Let's check it out. Upon entry, this tiny home features this divider wall, this large floor
Lembrando que o link vai estar na descrição, o link desse
The
vídeo, hein,
divider wall
pessoal.
has a pocketed sliding door and is, in our opinion, one of the best ways to fully transform a van into a home on wheels. Without the ability to see into the cab, this space feels much less like a vehicle and much more like a cozy space of its own. This insulated wall
Esse
also
detalhe em
offers
dourado da
privacy,
torneira
temperature
super combinou com
regulation,
essa
and is the perfect
decoração.
way to keep our cat safe while on the road, by ensuring she stays behind the partition whenever we are entering or exiting the vehicle.
Eu deixei uma passagem
To
para
add some
ir para a
character to
cabine.
the
A
otherwise
passagem tá
large
até
white
boa,
wall,
porque
we
geralmente os
incorporated
gringos
this
colocam uma
accent shelf.
janelinha minúscula pra passar.
Ou
Next
nem
to the
deixa
wall, we
passagem,
have
nem
this
nada.
S-Bar D2 diesel heater, which is mounted under the passenger seat and vents into the living space. When you're living in a space this small, every decision requires give and take. Needing to step over this bench is a small inconvenience for us, and we chose this durable,
Eu
distressed
acho
faux
fundamental ter
leather
uma passagem da
partition to
cabine
combat
para
any signs of wear
o
and
resto
tear.
da casa, porque em dia de
Personally,
chuva
we
ou
love
que não
that this
pode
bench
sair,
provides an alternate
não precisa
seating
descer do
option
carro para
and
entrar
contains
dentro
a
da
fully
casinha, tá
hidden
ligado?
bathroom and
Ou até
shower.
num
After all
imprevisto,
of our experience
alguma
living in a
situação mais
van these
perigosa
past
que
few
você tem
years,
que sair
we
com o
knew we'd be
carro
much better
É.
suited to a
e
flexible
não tá
shower
seguro do
space
lado de
than a
fora,
permanent one.
é
For
melhor você ter
now,
a
we're using
passagem.
this cassette travel
Exatamente.
toilet from Dometic, but plan to incorporate a composting toilet
E
in the
aquele
future.
banco dela vira
When you
um
need to
banheiro.
rinse off, make sure to turn on your 12-volt electric water heater.
Bem diferente esse
Once you've
design.
given your water enough time to heat up,
Deve ser
remove the toilet,
aquelas
lift the curtain frame, and hook each
que
of
não
the 4
mofa, né?
corners
Porque
into the hooks in the
Pena que
ceiling.
não mofa.
To avoid any
porque
moisture buildup,
cortina
turn
que a
on the
gente usa
max
aqui
air
assim no
fan
banheiro,
directly
no
above you.
Brasil,
To help
se
conserve
forma daquelas
water, we have
mofas.
this handheld shower extension. The attachment makes it much easier to regulate your water usage, which is an important aspect of van life and allows you to remain
E
off the
ficou bem
grid for longer
encaixadinho, né? Não
periods of time.
ficou...
Não ficou ruim, não.
There are
Não
2
ficou
gray water
uma
tanks
coisa
mounted
que
underneath
vai
the
acabar
vehicle.
molhando do
The
lado de
first of
fora,
which
não.
is hooked up to the sink and
Ela
can
fez
hold 15 gallons,
uma
and the
parelhinha
second of
mais
which is
alta.
hooked up to the shower
Aí, ó,
only
ele
and can hold
prende embaixo
11
do
gallons. It's important to mention that this curtain is
Deixa-
mold and mildew
é.
resistant and dries completely when left hanging up for 30 minutes or so. Tile-to-floor transitions have become a staple in many of our builds and
Esse piso tá
usually
bem
serve a
diferente.
purely aesthetic purpose.
Primeira vez que dá pra ver um
This
piso desse.
transition is slightly different as it serves a functional one too. Beneath these tiles lay a 12-volt heated floor
Não é?
pad, and the tiles work exceptionally well to conduct the heat. This location is especially nice for stepping out of the shower with wet feet. Right beside the bench, in the bottom compartment of this large floor-to-ceiling unit, we have a large pit where we keep bulky items such as laundry, bedding, and window
Trava de clique
covers
também
that
é
take
muito
up a
legal.
decent amount of space. In the middle cabinet, we have
Daí
our
dá pra fazer fácil.
65-quart
É.
isotherm refrigerator and freezer. For additional
Geladeira.
surface area, we have this tabletop pullout, which works perfectly to unload groceries or as a third counter. The top upper cabinet in this unit acts as a pantry for dry goods. 4 upper cabinets
aproveitando
run
o
along
espaço
the
dela.
length of the left side of the van and 3
A
along
van
the
dela é
right.
pequenininha.
On this side of the kitchen, we have a white sink,
Eu tô até
a
sem
gold
palavras,
faucet,
porque
a
sério,
minimal
tá muito
backsplash,
legal.
and these geometric rattan partitions. We love how they create a visual and mental divide between the kitchen and seating area.
Aquelas
The
vans de
gold
Pinterest.
hardware on this unit is from RV Labs, an Australian company that specializes in these pull latches for mobile homes. With their
Puxado é
unique
bonito,
design,
mas
these
eu ia
latches
esbarrar
keep your
nisso
drawers
10 vezes
locked
por
in
dia.
place while
Fica
driving.
toda roxa.
Latches endure a lot of use in a van, so choosing high-quality ones is well worth your
Salientezinho.
while.
É.
We'll have these linked down below, and if you're interested in purchasing some of your own, you can use our discount code LewisTheVan to receive 5% off your order. The opposite
Ela
side is
optou por
entirely
bastante
push-pop to allow
portinhas
for
e menos
appliance
gaveta.
clearances.
Foi.
One of the devices in this unit that requires such clearance is this Webasto diesel
Top.
cooktop. Similar to the diesel heater that we showed earlier,
Que
this
a gente já
cooktop
falou, né?
is
Eles
tapped
preferem
into the
cooktop.
onboard fuel tank and runs off the diesel fuel in the tank of the vehicle. This appliance is a hefty investment, but it's a major change from the induction cooktops we've
Eu
used
colocaria
previously, as it
forninho
requires
ali
much
do lado
less
da
power
pia.
and allows you to cook for longer periods of
E
time.
aquela
Underneath the
mesinha
cooktop,
debaixo
we
da
have this
geladeira
12-volt oven.
usava pra fazer
It's very
comida,
small, but
cortar
will give us the
coisas,
ability
essas
to
coisas
bake something every now and then,
Yeah,
which is
economizar
something we've
espaço.
never been able to do in a van. This device, along with the heated floor, diesel cooktop, and water heater are all examples of 12-volt appliances we're excited to test out for ourselves and potentially include in future builds. Lastly, there's this pop-down cabinet in the bottom where we currently keep all of our toiletries. Living and traveling with our cat full-time means having a litter box in the van. To tuck what would otherwise be an eyesore out of the way, we built this litter box into a drawer that pulls out from the
Embaixo do
step.
degrauzinho
Because the
tem
back
a
half of the
caixa de
drawer is
areia.
storage, only the front half
E ó,
needs to be pulled out
beleza.
on a consistent
Massa.
basis. The seating area forms a U shape, and each bench lifts up to
Aproveitou muito
reveal
bem.
extra storage. In the left bench, 32 gallons of fresh water is housed inside a custom tank that
A
fits
cama
over
é
and alongside the wheel
bem
well. The fill
do
port can
estilo
be
que aqui no
accessed
Brasil o
with the
pessoal
back
usa,
doors
né?
open.
É.
Underneath the right
O
bench, you can find the main powerhouse of the van. This
Que
lagoon
robusto
mount
aqui.
serves as a table when seated
Tem a
and can double
mesa.
in size by pulling out these
Vira
leaf
cama.
supports. This table also acts as the remainder of the bed platform. To go from seating to sleeping, break down the lagoon mount,
Pra quem gosta de mais
remove this back
espaço e
cushion,
quem prefere
slot the
que
table
não
into the
tem
gap,
problema
and move the
com
4 other cushions
montar e
into place.
desmontar, é uma boa opção
É.
esse tipo de montagem.
Our cat loves to use this additional cushion as her bed while we sleep above her. This Dometic Heki 2 skylight lets in tons of natural light and really
Acho que
brightens
aí,
up the
viu?
space. This bar opens the skylight and these clips lock it into place. The skylight has a blackout cover as well as a bug screen. For additional ventilation, there is one opening bunk window on either side of
Essa
the
janela é um
van
pouco diferente
and a
das
max
que
air
o
fan
pessoal usa
nearest
por
the
aqui.
divider
É.
wall. All of the window covers seen in the cab are from the Wonderful Co., who we'll have linked down below.
Ela usa
These blackout
aqueles.
covers are magnetic and give us peace of mind when leaving the van. There are 6 total touch
Blackout,
dimmable
né?
lighting
Blackout
options
tem.
in the van.
Mas
This set of 3
isso daí dá pra
controls the
fazer, tá,
overhead,
gente?
middle,
Se você
and outer
tiver alguém
LED
que costura
strips,
na família,
which
uma
run
mãe
down the
do
length of
avó,
the
Fazer
dá pra
ceiling,
fazer.
É.
as well as these underglows, which illuminate the center walkway and tile-to-floor transition. There's a switch on either side of the kitchen, and one last switch nearest the back, which illuminates the entire seating and sleeping area. A single 400-watt solar panel
painel.
is mounted atop the
O
vehicle.
painel solar deles lá é
Although
muito
renewable
diferente do que
energy
vende
serves
aqui no
as
Brasil.
this tiny
Muito
home's
diferente.
main source of power, this battery-to-battery charger ensures your batteries continue charging anytime the car is turned on. This is
Tem 3
especially
baterias.
nice since there is no guarantee of endless stretches of sunny days. Electrical setups can get complicated, so to make the system more manageable, we've divided the contents into 2 main areas. The lower
Alright.
compartment can be found underneath this side of the bench and houses
Ela vai
412
mostrar?
amp hours of
Aí
lithium
tem 2.
batteries. The system
412
contains
amperes.
an MPPT charge controller,
É,
links distributor, and inverter. Everything is accessible through Bluetooth, and thanks to this Victron Smart Shunt, you will always
bom.
have the most accurate percentage reading on your batteries.
Todo o controle no,
Since our
no
stove and
celular.
water heater are both 12 volt, these outlets are used primarily for charging our laptops. This 15 amp shore power charger gives you the ability to plug into shore power. This small upper cabinet serves as the main user interface and contains anything you need to access daily,
Basicamente
such
disso
as
tem
this Blue Sea
carregamento de
Systems
energia solar, o
120
carregamento
volt
de
breaker
elétrica
box, each and every 12
e o
volt
carregamento
fuse,
pelo
stove controls,
alternador do
heater
carro.
controls, and the inverter switch. In the next upper cabinet beside that one, we
inversor
have
também.
switches for the heated floor, water fill light, and various
Isso é muito
warming
legal
pads
porque
associated with helping to winterize
você
the
não esquece,
vehicle.
tá ligado? Ou não,
Lastly,
você
you can
tem ali a
find
luz,
4
a luzinha
USB
indicando.
ports, one 12-volt port, and this voltage regulator for our security system. If you enjoyed this tour...
Então, eu gostei da van. Eu achei a solução do banheiro bem criativa. Gostei da portinha, ficou legal fechar.
Foi.
E ficou bonito, mas também tem uma passagem boa ali.
Uhum.
E eu acho que eu mudaria só a cama para uma cama fixa, porque a gente é preguiçoso.
É.
E acho que eu tiraria aquele potinho do gatinho fazer as necessidades ali, o banheirinho dele. Acho que eu faria uma caixinha
Separada.
feita, a gente já viu em outros. Tipo um armáriozinho para ele entrar ali. Acho que ficaria mais fechadinho, mais higiênico.
Uhum.
E a cozinha eu faria aquela mudança que eu falei. Pegaria o fogãozinho, colocaria ali do lado da pia. Ia ter mais espaço do outro lado.
É, também concordo.
Mas é bonita, viu? Nossa, que van
Essa
bonita.
é uma das vans mais bonitas que a gente já viu. Ela é muito...
Ela é clean, né? Ela é
bem
clara.
minimalista.
É
E tem tudo.
verdade, tem tudo.
Gostei muito.
Então, pessoal, esse foi o vídeo do canal Luiz de Van. A gente gostou bastante dessa van. E o link do canal vai estar aqui na descrição.
É isso aí, pessoal. Não esquece de curtir o vídeo e seguir o canal para não perder nenhum conteúdo. Valeu, tchau, tchau.